skid steer is gelling up. You can see it doesn't respond at all. Takes forever for it to recover. So we're gonna try to get it up in the shed here. We're gonna change the fuel filters on it. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh, barely. Come on, girl. Nearly died right there. Gonna lift the boom up, lock it so we can work in the engine compartment. There we go. So our door got bent here, so we gotta use the, or not bent, but the side shield did, so it doesn't quite open. So you stick the knife in there, and like everything else around here is not quite right. We're able to open the door, and she just clears. Pop the top up here, and there's an inline filter right there we gotta take off and replace. It's kind of weird because we've been using the skid steer for probably an hour today. Usually once it gets warm enough in the engine compartment, it doesn't gel, but it did today. We're down 5 below or so, but the sun's out, so it doesn't seem so bad. Usually she gels up, but we got the fuel filter. We'll replace that one and the inline one that I showed you. We'll pop the side cover off here. It comes off a little tight. Yeah, I'll have to use 2 hands, which I don't have holding the phone here. So we're gonna pop that off and we'll get some new fuel filters. We keep them on hand because this tends to gel up 2 or 3 times during the winter every year. I don't know why. We put additive in the fuel and we put winter fuel in it, but just seems to be prone to gelling. Okay, so we got the side panel open here. You can see I got my little torpedo heater going, blowing on me. I tried working on it, but I can't feel my fingers after a couple seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and start taking things apart here. We're gonna pop that. We got a screwdriver here. We're gonna pop that inline filter out. We got a new one here. Part number if you need it. And here's the actual fuel filter. Actually, the part number is on both, so you probably saw that already. With the numbers match, 907. Yep. Quite loose enough yet. Everything's kind of stiff, not really wiggling out of there. There we go. It's got a line, an arrow on it, which way the fuel goes. So here's the tank. So the fuel is going to go that way towards the motor. That's the way she's going in. And the new one's sitting in there. You can see it's clear. It's not full of fuel yet. Luckily this has got a electric fuel pump, so it makes things a little bit easier. Here, when we go to bleed it, you don't have to bleed it, you just turn. We'll cycle the key a few times so it fills everything full of fuel. But when we put the new fuel filter on, we'll fill it full of diesel fuel before we actually put it on. So doesn't look all gelled up, but obviously the filter is gelled. I got the fuel tank here. We're just gonna squirt a little bit of diesel fuel in there until it's full. I can't do this and hold the phone. I got the filter full of diesel fuel. By the way, it's very cold. We're gonna go try to not spill it all out of the filter when we put it on. Whew. Fingers are gonna be froze. Line it up there. Have to cross thread it, which I'm doing. Put her on hand tight, as tight as I can get it by hand. There we go. On my hand a little bit here. My wife's gonna like me when I come in the house and smell like diesel fuel. Any different than any other day. Either that or all right, we're gonna go ahead and we got both fuel filters on now. We're gonna jump in the skid steer here and we're gonna just cycle it a few times. You can hear the filter or the pump sucking air right now. There. Probably can't hear it over the sound of the torpedo heater, but we're gonna let her go a couple times here. Make sure she's built up, pulled fuel through everything. Otherwise we're gonna have to bleed it out of the injectors, and that's not ideal. Back there quick. Pumping. Everything should be full of fuel. She should start up and run now if I did everything properly. Put my seatbelt on, otherwise she won't go. She runs. We have some really cool weather again. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button below. And if you want to see more videos like this come up in your feed, please subscribe to our channel. And if you want to find out when our next video comes out every week, hit that notification bell below. And that'll send you a notification when our next video comes out, which we try to send them out every week. Thanks a lot for learning more about our farm, and we sure appreciate it.